When two planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss.
Why is Billy so crazy? Honestly, he's amazing. Billy, you're so crazy. He reacts for all of you to see.
Billy, you so crazy.
Yo, what's cracking? What's brackin'? It's your boy, Billy, you so crazy, and we back, and we back, and we back, and we back with another one. You guys have spoken, y'all have requested, and y'all wanted to see me react to George Carlin on airlines and flying. So today is the day, alright? Like I said, I read the comments, and this is what y'all want, so this is what you'll get. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please be a part of the So Crazy family by hitting that subscribe button. Follow me on all my social media links are right there. Send me a message, let me know what you want me to react to next, and I'll have it up for you at some point, like I always say. Now, for those that are new and you don't know, this is what we call our Comedy Sunday series, where we do nothing but comedian stand-up reactions all day Sunday to bring in some laughter to end the week off and to start the new week with that same type of energy. That's what we like over here. I am all about laughter. Billy, you so crazy, loves to laugh. But enough talking, all right? Let's find out how truthfully honest my man George Carlin is about the airlines and flying. Oh, yeah.
Something else we have in common: flying on the airlines and listening to the airlines announcements.
Yep.
And trying to pretend to ourselves that the language they're using is really English. Doesn't seem like it to me. Whole thing starts when you get to the gate. First announcement: we would like to begin the boarding process. Extra word, process. Not necessary. Boarding is enough. We'd like to begin the boarding. Simple, tells the story. People add extra words when they want things to sound more
official
important than they really are.
No lie.
Boarding process sounds important. It isn't.
It's
Just a bunch of people getting on an airplane. People like to sound important. Weathermen on television talk about shower activity. Sounds more important than showers. I even heard one guy on CNN talk about a rain event.
Rain event?
He said Louisiana's expecting a rain event. I thought, holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that.
Yo, I want to know, have y'all ever heard of this whole raining event? And I'm sorry, I know that this is new for some of you guys. I've been testing out this new microphone, so let me know how it sounds like in the comments. But yeah, like I've never heard rain event before. Let me know if y'all heard that before.
Emergency situation. News people like to say police have responded to an emergency situation. No, they haven't. They've responded to an emergency. We know it's a situation. Everything is a situation. Anyway, as part of this boarding process, they say, we would like to pre-board. Well, what exactly is that anyway? What does it mean to pre-board? You get on before you get on? That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only two states an oven can possibly exist in: heated or unheated. Preheated is a meaningless fucking term. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards?
That's crazy.
That's the whole purpose of recording, to do it beforehand. Otherwise, it doesn't really work, does it?
Come on, there you go again, talking that truth.
Pre-existing, pre-planning, pre-screening. You know what I tell these people? Pre-suck my genital situation.
Oh, dang. I didn't see the situation part coming.
And they seem to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, as part of this pre-boarding, they say, we would like to pre-board those passengers traveling with small children. But what about those passengers traveling with large children? Suppose you have a 2-year-old with a pituitary disorder. You know, a 6-foot infant with an oversized head. Kind of kid you see in the National Enquirer all the time. Actually, with a kid like that, I think you're better off checking him right in with your luggage at the curb, don't you? Well, they like it under there. It's dark. They're used to that.
Oh, my God.
About this time, someone is telling you to get on the plane. Get on the plane, get on the plane. Mm-hmm. I say, fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane.
Come on now. It's George doing what George does, making sense out of the nonsense that we do in this life, that we say. Yo, and shout out to all my folks out there that got that pre-TSA checkpoint. Your boy's one of those. I'm looking into getting clear next. For those that don't know, pre-TSA, boy, it'll help you skip all that line and all that foolishness, take your shoes off. Like, yo, look into it. If Billy You So Crazy ain't taught you nothing, look into the pre-TSA. It's a saver. So it's a saver. I'm trying to tell y'all. I fly frequently. I fly frequently because I got to go home and see my daughter. You know, so it happens. I fly pretty often, at least once a month. So look into it. Don't say I never did nothing for you.
Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems to be less wind in here. They might tell you you're on a non-stop flight.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't think I care for that. No, I insist that my flight stops. Preferably at an airport. It's those sudden, unscheduled cornfield and housing development stops that seem to interrupt the flow of my day. Here's one they just made up. Near miss.
Near miss?
When two planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss. Look, they nearly missed.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, but not quite. They might tell you your flight has been delayed because of a change of equipment. Broken plane.
Basically.
Tell me to put my seat back forward. Well, I don't bend that way. If I could put my seat back forward, I'd be in porno movies. Then they mentioned carry-on luggage. First time I heard carry-on, I thought they were going to bring a dead deer on board.
Yikes.
I thought, what the hell do they mean with that? Don't they have the little TV dinners anymore? Then I thought, carry on, there's going to be a party. People are going to be carrying on the plane. Well, I don't care for that. I like a serious attitude on the plane, especially on the flight deck, which is the latest euphemism for cockpit.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to use a lovely word like cockpit, can you? Especially with all those stewardesses going in and out of it all the time. There's a word that's changed, stewardess. First it was hostess, then stewardess, now it's flight attendant. You know what I call them? The lady on the plane. Sometimes it's a man on the plane now. That's good, equality. I'm all in favor of that. Sometimes they actually refer to these people as uniformed crew members. Uniformed, as opposed to that guy sitting next to you in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat. Who's working on his 9th little bottle of Kahlua, I might add.
Fair enough.
As soon as they close the door to the aircraft, that's when they begin the safety lecture. I love the safety lecture. Yeah. This is my favorite part of the airplane ride.
Really nice.
I listen very carefully to the safety lecture, especially that part where they teach us how to use the seat belts. Imagine this. Here we are, a plane full of grown human beings, many of us partially educated, and they're actually taking time out to describe the intricate workings of a belt buckle.
I never understood that either.
Place the small metal flap into the buckle. Well, I asked for clarification at that point. Yes, thank you very much. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say place the small metal flap into the buckle, or place the buckle over and around the small metal flap? I'm a simple man. I do not possess an engineering degree, nor am I mechanically inclined. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Please continue with the wonderful safety lecture. Seatbelt, high-tech shit. The safety lecture continues. The next thing they do, they tell you to locate your nearest emergency exit. I do this immediately.
As soon as I get on the plane, I do. I'm looking for it.
I locate my nearest emergency exit, and then I plan my route. You have to plan your route. It's not always a straight line, is it? Sometimes there's a really big fat fuck sitting right in front of you.
Yikes. Yikes.
Well, you know you'll never get over him. I look around for women and children, midgets and dwarfs, cripples, war widows, paralyzed veterans, people with broken legs, anybody who looks like they can't move too well. The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. You might have to go out of your way to find these people, but you'll get out of the plane a lot goddamn quicker, believe me. I say, let's see. I'll go around the fat fuck, step on the widow's head, push those children out of the way, knock down the paralyzed midget,
Not the
and
paralyzed.
get out of the plane where I can help others.
You got to be able to respect that. You got to be able to respect it. That man is only saving his life so he can save others. Totally being sarcastic. And I know that he is too. Because some people always think I take him too serious.
I can be of no help to anyone if I'm lying unconscious in the aisle with some big cocksucker standing on my head. I must get out of the plane, go to a nearby farmhouse, have a Dr. Pepper, and call the police.
Have a Dr. Pepper?
The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event, this is a very suspect phrase.
Yeah, it is.
Especially coming as it does from an industry that is willing to lie about arrival and departure times.
No, oh my gosh.
In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, roof flies off. An oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally.
Crazy.
Well, I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants!
Oh my God.
They tell you to adjust your oxygen mask before helping your child with his.
That's crazy, right?
I did not need to be told that. In fact, I'm probably going to be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance.
Oh my.
If he can
Yo, I want to know. My bad for pausing it right there. But if you was in that situation, would you put your mask on first and then help your kids? I don't know. I think my instinct would always be like, I would rather help my kid before helping myself. That's just me all day long. I'd much rather help my kid first. Like, once she's good, then I can focus on me. But if she ain't good, then I'm not good. And that's just, I don't know, that's just the way my mindset is set up. Because if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Whatever. It is what it is. But I definitely want to make sure that she's always safe. So that's, I know they say that. I'm sure that it's the right thing to do to make sure that yours is straight before theirs. But my mind is just going to always be like, come here. Like, try to do it. Can you breathe? You good? All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just be me, though. But let me know how y'all feel about that.
be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance. If he can program his fucking VCR, he can goddamn jolly well learn to adjust an oxygen mask. Fairly simple thing, just a little rubber band in the back is all it is.
Yeah.
Not nearly as complicated as, say, for instance, a seatbelt.
Yep. Yep, I knew it.
The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? Am I mistaken, or does this sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what it is.
Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device.
Huh.
Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need to float around the North Atlantic for several days, clinging to a pillow full of beer farts.
Oh, man. Every time I do a George Carlin stand-up, he changes the way that I view a lot of things. And like I said, I catch a lot of flights, y'all. I catch a lot of flights. So, like, is this man really cutting the grass? Like, it's like 8 o'clock right now. Like, my neighbor, I need a new neighbor. I need to move. Every time I go to film, it's like he knows that I'm filming. He's like, I'm about to cut the grass at an unorthodox time. I forgot what the hell's up. I'm so mad about this man cutting the grass right now. I don't know what I was talking about. But no, I get it. Okay, I know what I was doing now. Every time I do a George Carlin stand-up, man, he always makes me think about stuff like what I would originally have thought, but I don't spend no time on it because that's just the way that we live life. So he questions stuff that don't make sense. Or he puts common sense on what should be common sense. That's why I respect George Carlin stand-ups, man. But if you guys enjoyed this reaction, man, please give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below right now which one to see me react to next. Follow me on all my social media links are right there. Send me a message on any one of those accounts. I also have a Patreon account in the description, so feel free if you want to donate, help the channel out. It's on you, or if there's a request you want me to get to a whole lot faster. That's the quickest way to do it on my Patreon, folks. Keep your boy very busy throughout the week. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters. Shout out to everyone that's a part of the So Crazy family. We are growing. We have successfully reached over 60,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. That's so dope, man. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I'm out this thing.